Today I'm going to try a bunch of new products that I purchased either on myself or I also got in PR. So if you want to see what are those products that I'm going to try and how they apply on my face, then just stick around and carry on watching.
Falling on your feet, do you finally see what you're missing?
I have a bunch of things that I purchased or even repurchased from the annual Rossmann sale that was occurring last week. Note, when I'm recording this video, it was last week, but I'm not sure exactly when the video will be out. So this was happening in the middle of October. I wanted to try them with you. Unfortunately, I don't believe that I will have space to test everything I have purchased in today's video, but stay tuned because I plan to do more try-on videos because I still have a lot of products to try. The foundation that I have on, it's also new. I purchased it during the annual Rossmann sale. Is the Max Factor Miracle Pure Skin Reset 3-in-1 Serum Foundation. I have a special video dedicated to this, so if it is already up, which I'm planning to do so, you are going to see it prior to this. And before foundation, I forgot to mention I have used the Huda Beauty Easy Blur Primer. Also on my eyes, I have just a few eyeshadow sticks from Kiko Milano. I have those two eye sticks. I have the number 0, 8 and 14. I will continue with the concealer, and for that, during the Rossmann sale, I purchased finally this True Match Radiant Serum Concealer with 1.5% hyaluronic acid and caffeine. And it's not the first time I'm using it, I have to be honest with you. So you are going to see it today, what it does. It's very interesting type of applicator. It's like a pedal, I would say. But it's nice and it's able to reach right in the inner corner. What I like about this concealer, which by the way I have it in the shade 1.5 neutral, is that it's very serum-y like. It reminds me of NYX serum concealer, the one that is in the tube. I find the formula it's the same, just maybe this one has slightly lower coverage. So I'm going to apply it first to one side, to one eye, and you are going to see it is amazing. I also wore it without setting it, so it's very thin, very lightweight. You can go without setting it, especially if your under eye area is very dry. You don't need to do so. Look at the difference. It does a good job, and if you want, you can also build it up. So I'm all about my concealer not being very thick, very goopy, because then it will crease on me, it will not look flattering. Sometimes it's better to press it with your finger, but in case that your finger is colder, like it's happening now, that won't be so useful. I'm a cold-handed person from autumn till spring, sometimes even during summer. I have this new setting powder for me, new to me, the Mary Kay that I mentioned in the previous video where I've tried the Essence product. So this is the Mary Kay Translucent Loose Powder. You don't need to set this concealer. However, I will just set it for today's purpose. And I'm adding very little amount of powder. I want to set my face, but I'm going to record for the other video review of the Max Factor foundation, and after that I will come back. To set my face, I have used Catrice Invisible Loose Powder. Moving on, I'm going to apply a bit of a cream bronzer. I should have grabbed the one from Essence, but this is near to me. I absolutely love this formula. Brush that I'm using is the Sephora Pro Foundation brush number 47, sorry. It's similar to Makeup by Mario, the dual-ended brush, but the smaller side of the Makeup by Mario F4. And for blush, you remember that I was gutted that the blush that I purchased from Essence first time, it was already open. And even now, I didn't clean it. So believe me that I cannot open it. I need to clean it to clean the cap because it stuck here, but I went and purchased another shade. And the shade that I got is the Liquid Blush 30. So you can see this is more burgundy and this is leaning towards peach. Now wait and see, this was new. I opened it because I wanted to test it. The color, it's amazing. I love it so much. I wasn't believing that this color is so nice because they had testers. But look, it's absolutely perfection. And this blends, guys, like freaking dream. I'm using the foundation brush to tap it in, but the formula, it's amazing. Isn't the most beautiful color? I think it looks very nice on me, at least. Just one thing, be very careful. When you are blending liquid or cream blushes, be careful because the place where you firstly press the brush and then start to spread it, that place, it's somehow due to the pressure between brush and your cheek tends to remain bolder. So if you look up close, you can tell that maybe I have a slightly bold space or a bold patch here. So don't press that hard and come back and evenly press it because it is the nature of the application. This I have noticed is happening mostly with liquid or with cream blushes. Alright, before moving on, I want to do the oxidation test for the L'Oreal concealer. You know that I'm all about that. This is the old application, this is the new application. It's slightly oxidizing, but in my case it's an advantage because even the shade 1.5 leans a little bit lighter on me. I have told you that I have gotten a tan that won't go away, so my skin tone has changed. I am one shade up, which I'm loving it, to be honest. I love it. What I forgot to show you when I did the essence try on video is that I have this beautiful Forever Mermaid highlighting powder in mermaid design, and it's so gorgeous. And I'm going to add that to my highest points of the cheek because why not? It's so gorgeous. I don't know if this is discontinued because I have it from an advent calendar, but Jesus Christ, this is the most beautiful highlighter that matches with everything I have applied on my face. So just having multiple colors here does the job. It's like the pearls powder just in the pressed version. Now I want to share with you some products that I received in PR. It was an unexpected PR. I just got a notification that a package waits for me and I went and picked it up, and I was so excited to see that PrimePrometics has sent me something out of the blue. They sent me all their new shades of the brow pencils. PrimePrometics is a cosmetics brand that is dedicated and targets the mature women, especially women over 50. I'm not yet in my 50s, but I'll be there in a few years. So I'm very happy that I can try and review those amazing products for you. So they have 4 shades. They have the Silver Queen, and then the other shade that I have is Ash Brown. The third shade is Blonde, and the first shade is Brunette. I will include swatches, however I'm not going to keep 2 of the shades because they do not work for me, Blonde and Silver, so I'm going to find friends to pass them along. And for the eyeliners, we have 3 new shades. We have the Copper, Mocca and Golden. So those are the liners, Mocca, Golden and Copper. What is nice about this is that it's coming with a smudger, but you can also sharpen it if you want to have a more precise point. Mocha, Copper, and the third shade is Golden. It's more like a goldeny taupe kind of a shade. However, they are all beautiful. I have used them all. So for today's video, I'm going to use shade Mocha, maybe also Golden in the inner rim. What's nice about those eyeliners is that they glide on like a dream. So they are specially designed with the mature woman's need in mind. I have just done a wing. that matches perfect with my look. And maybe I'm going to run this on my lower lashes. You can see that I just use one hand. I don't need to pull or to tag my skin, which it happens with some liners formula. And then I'm going to take a smudger pencil brush. You can also use the smudger from the liner. I also thought that I'm going to use one of those shades on my inner rim. So based on the swatches, I'm going to use shade Copper. Oh, I love them so much. So yeah, I have used the Copper shade on the inner corner and Mocca on the outer corner and also on the upper lid. I'm going to use mascara, the Essence mascara, Super Curl Volume Mascara. I fell in love with this mascara, guys. I didn't expect it to be so good and so long lasting. Moving on the brow pencils that PrimePrometics sent them to me. I am today going to use shade Brunette. So this is shade Brunette. It's not that scary as you would expect. What I love about those brow pencils is that they are very nice. They glide on like a dream. They do not pull any of my brow hairs. I have some brow pencils that do that. But they are not extremely pigmented, like it will show not natural, you know, that after certain age, very strong, very harsh defined brows don't look flattering. Shade Brunette, it's definitely my favorite, and also I love the shade Ash Brown. So this is Ash Brown, it's slightly cooler tone, and this is shade Brunette. This is shade Silver. Actually, it's much more pigmented than I thought, and it mimics the silver color. For ladies that have decided to let their silvers grow, this is a perfect choice. And a last shade is shade Blonde. This is shade Blonde. And of course, I appreciate whenever a brand puts a spoolie to the end of their brow pencils. And this is a very nice size spoolie. It's really doing a tremendous job. For the bronzer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal. This is the Infallible 24-hour FreshWear Matte Bronzer. As a blush, I'm going to use the Essence. The blush is called in the shade 50 Blooming or Blooming. This is not pigmented one. So it's not going to alter the color of the blush that I have added. I don't have any new lip liner. Going with the L'Oreal, the color Riche lip liner in the shade 630 Rouge à Nuit. This is a beautiful beige shade. And this is a product that I haven't purchased now. I have it from Trend Mood from 2 or 3 months back. This is the NYX Fat Oil. Shade is Chilling Like a Villain. This is the applicator. Love the formula. I understand why those are viral. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my hands on their blushes and bronzers, the powder one. This is the Fat Oil by NYX. I finally purchased the Infallible 3-second setting mist from L'Oreal. This is the first time I'm using it, so I'm a bit afraid. This looks like a hairspray, to be honest. Okay, it's not as finely mist as I thought, and it has a slight scent to it. I heard people saying that it does a good job. So if you don't like your spray to be right on your face, you can always spray it on your brush, on your sponge, and do it like in a tapping motions. And now I want to share with you what are the products that I purchased and I did not have the time to try them in today's video. So during the Rosemonde sale, as I mentioned, I purchased the Miracle Foundation by Max Factor, the True Skin Hyaluronic Concealer from L'Oreal, blushes from Essence, the liquid bronzer. I also purchased this Fix Stick by NYX in the shade Vanilla, This is very nice. I also used it once. No, I tested it, I didn't use it. So this I'm going to test it in an upcoming video. I did a repurchase of my favorite brow pencil by Rimmel London in the shade Soft Brown. This is my all-time favorite brow pencil, but those from PrimePrometics are close rivals. They have even the same length. This shade is amazing. And I got another shade of this Essence Skin Tint Hydrating Natural Finish with SPF 30. I got the shade 30. I have the shade 20 and it's too light on me. I think I could have gone even with a shade up, shade 40. And also I got it, but I had no time to or chance to try it in today's video. The Maybelline Build a Brow 2-in-1 brow pen and styling gel. I have it in the shade Ash Brown. I'm just going to quickly open it because I did not have time even to test the shade. Alright, the shade seems to match me, so you can even use this shade on your eyeliner. So you can even use this shade as an eyeliner, not only as a brow pen if you want so. And on this side you have a wax. Maybe I can use the wax. What do you think? Love the spoolie. But yeah, this is everything I wanted to share and try on with you in today's video. My highlights of the videos are, of course, the concealer from L'Oreal. I'm going to show you what this looks by the end of the day because I'm going also to take a footage for the foundation. Essence blush, it's amazing. I just cannot be more happy that I got this shade because I love this shade more than the one that I've tried in the Essence video, the shade Blush 20. So shade 30, it's more flattering on my skin tone. Love the PrimePrometics brow pencils and eyeliners. I'm so happy that I got the chance to try them out. I love the NYX Fat Oil and yeah, everything I've tried in today's video. It's really outstanding. So thank you so much guys for taking the time to watch. Please let me know what are your thoughts about the products that I've tried in today's video. And other than that, I hope to see you soon around with another video. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye!